I finally figured it out. I think I did. Can you guys hear me? First off, let me ask that real quick. Can you guys hear me right now? Chris E827, thank you for the rage quit. Mikey, I wanted to ask you if you've seen that video of LTG getting trolled by AI Sora memes. I thought he only watches those. Hold on, I'll take a peek real quick. I thought he only watches those so he can LARP as the successful actor he was never able to be. Okay, so I think I finally figured out how to mute myself. I don't know why it's like this, but it is. So what I have to do now is that
pay the chop, but you need to handle it.
All right, here we
go. Okay, so you guys couldn't hear that, right? You guys couldn't hear me that time? Okay, you guys couldn't hear me that time. All right, so I figured out how to mute it. So it's weird, right? OBS, I can't mute the mic by actually muting it anymore. Now, let me take that timer off. Now I have to mute it by disabling monitoring. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why that's the only way for me to mute this thing. I don't know why actually muting the mic doesn't mute it anymore, but that's how it is. Now, hold on, let me play. Tell me, guys, tell me if you guys can hear this.
Go, bro. It's like, I already heard a little piece. I'm gonna just let it play because it's bullshit anyway, but.
All right, you guys could hear Arrow TG. All right, that's good. That means that you guys can also hear the videos and all the other media while I'm muted. So I don't know why this is, but whatever. I figured out how to fucking mute the mic. Now, what's annoying is that I can't hotkey it. I can't make a shortcut where I can just quickly tab something on my fucking keyboard in order to mute the shit. So I'm going to have to go back and forth in OBS until I can figure out a way to finagle this or something. But whatever, we figured it out. We might take a peek at that LTG clip later. It's 8 minutes, so, you know, maybe we'll save it for later. Let me go ahead and just put it there. Oh, before I do that, though, let me shill. I got to shill real quick. Real quick shill segment. MikeynohMore, Gumroad. Oh, Chocolate Rain, I forgot about you. Thank you for the gifted sub, buddy. And Chris, thank you for the 500 kicks. So real quick, shilling for, you guys already know. You guys already know about, hold on, where is it? There it is. Okay, there it is. I was about to crash out. MikeynohMore Gumroad. You can become a neat Ronin for the low price of $10. Get access to MikeynohMore Complete-ish Edition. All of the archives of all the past content and all the future content will go here, right? And so you can also steal it, right? People have done that. I say steal. I say people can take my content. You can clip this right now. Whatever you want. Just take whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Just take it. Take it from the archive. Take it wherever. Put it somewhere. Monetize it. I don't care. This is really more of a Patreon than anything. And also just fail safe, extra archive, just host it somewhere. I already got a lot of this stuff saved on another, you know, thing. I know now. YouTube taught me a hard lesson. And when I come back to YouTube, which I am, make no mistake, with or without a YouTube channel, MikeynohMore, or at least Mikey, will be back on YouTube. Like, make no mistake about that. Also, there will be new MikeynohMore documentaries coming up. I decided, here's the thing, right? Before I go into, oh, by the way, MikeynohMore Rumble, that's also me continuing the show. MikeynohMore Rumble. My Rumble account, this is where I'm going to have to post the videos now, along with Odyssey and also the Gumroad, too. I'm also posting it there. So, here's what I've realized. Is that in my last video, well, no, after getting banned from YouTube, I realized that I had a plan. I had actually a rollout for the type of videos that I was going to do throughout the summer. And then, you know, my channel got obliterated, so I had to change plans. And I'm making a new, I kind of had to switch halfway between a documentary I was thinking about doing and a documentary I'm doing now. Because I realized that that documentary was a lead up to a future video. And I couldn't it wouldn't make sense for me to do that video just before I could do that bigger video. And I didn't have a bigger platform to put them on. So I'm going to put both of those in stasis until I get the channel back, or until I can post back on YouTube openly on Mikey No More or whatever the fuck, right? Before I can do that. So instead I changed gears. There's going to be a new documentary that I'm doing on a completely different person who I've actually had to wait a little bit. I had to wait. This guy, he had to appreciate, right? I had to let him cook. I had to let him roast, right? Let him get turned around on a campfire for a little bit. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be good. So this is the Rumble channel. And finally, Review Mikey USA. This is a channel that I just decided to recommend because this guy, look, guys, this guy, he's pretty talented. He's pretty talented, pretty funny. You know, he has some good commentary on video games. I heard that he's planning on making a comeback soon and posting some new content on this channel, even though he's been gone for almost 2 years. You know, very strange. Some people have said, Mikey, this guy resembles you a lot. This guy, he has the same fucking no mask. In fact, I click a video, right? I click this video. I'm Mikey, back with another week. His name is also Mikey, and he sounds just like you. He sounds just like you. And that's just preposterous. This guy has nothing to do with me. This nigga has absolutely nothing at all to do with me. Now, some of you might type his name into Google, and it'll say something like, Review Mikey USA is an online secondary YouTube channel associated with creator Mikey No More. That is preposterous. I don't know where Google got this weird idea that Review Mikey USA and Mikey No More had anything to do with each other, but that's just weird. It's a completely different guy, but maybe you guys will go and give him a sub because I heard he's working on some content to put on that website. Now we can get to JiDion. We're going to open this up with JiDion because he has the shorter segment of the two. And also he has the, this happened very recently. He put this video up yesterday. So the EDP documentary dropped, and it was probably a shock. It was probably a shot to JiDion as much as it was to EDP. More so than it was to EDP, because he probably forgot forever ago. That documentary, it was in the works for like 2 years. Like 2 years, Mike Klum was cooking that documentary up, and I think it was pretty good. I've heard some people complain. Some crybaby niggas have been complaining. Why'd you let EDP make jokes? Why'd you let him be funny? Why'd you let him make fun of East? Look, bro, he incriminated himself like 20 times in the video, and all of the proceeds were donated to charity. To charity for people, for children who are victims of pedophiles. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think that it's a W. I congratulate Mike Klum on a job well done. But some dudes in the documentary caught strays. The biggest two being, of course, Alex Rosen, Skeeter Jean. You know, I got skeet all over my jeans. And his partner, JiDion. Where JiDion has been the partner of both Skeeter and Alex Rosen. And all three of those guys, they got some strays because they fucked up all of their cases against EDP and whatnot. They're the reasons why he got away with it. He might not be getting away with it. The statute of limitations for him being charged is like 2027. So it's still got a year. The Fed still got about a year to get on that ass, or at least a few months. I don't know. So yeah, JiDion and Skeeter Jean are retarded. Alex genuinely changed for the better. Yes, he did, which is weird because some people are like, he's racist. Alex is a fucking racist Jew. He fucking supports Chud the Builder. And it's like, look, dude, being a racist is not as bad as being a pedophile. I don't know what to tell you. If you think otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Somebody who rapes kids is objectively worse for society than somebody who just says nigger or doesn't like minorities living in their neighborhood. I'm sorry, right? Obviously, people who lynch are also bad, Like somebody who goes out and they commit hate crimes against people, also terrible. But somebody just being edgy and kind of racist on the internet is not equivalent to somebody who molests children. I feel like that's just open, shut. It's not even something you should question. Some people put them in the same category of evil. No, like you literally have to be lynching black people Jim Crow style for it to be on the level of molesting children. And even back in the day, right? What's that one case? Leon, what the fuck was his name? Hold on. Who was the guy? The guy who the ADF was founded to protect. I forget his name. ADF. Wait, I really no. Anti-defamation. Oh, ADL, not ADF. ADL. Leo Frank. Okay, so yes. The Anti-Defamation League was founded in 1913 by Sigmund Livingston in the wake of the arrest and trial of Leo Frank, the Jewish factory manager in Atlanta, who was falsely accused and convicted of murder. What do you mean falsely accused? See, here's the thing, right? The ADL's origin story around Leo Frank is fucking hilarious because for the ADL story with Leo Frank to actually exist, that means you have to believe that a black man got away with raping a young white girl. That's what you have to believe. You have to believe that, and there were two, right? Leo Frank and his lawyer accused two separate black men of raping and murdering this white girl. So you would have to believe that two falsely accused black men actually were, at least one of them was the actual perpetrator, and Leo Frank was framed for their crime. And the Deep South during peak Jim Crow was like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Those Negroes, those niggers didn't fuck. They didn't do nothing to that white girl. That was you. That was you, Jew boy. We know it was you. String them up. String them up right now. Right? So even back then, they understood, no, pedophilia is like worse than racism. We are literally racist. We're literally the Klan in the early 1900s. And even we understand that you can't just like, I don't know, sometimes you got to turn the racism off. So anyway, this is going to be JiDion. JiDion, out of all of the pedo catchers who got caught strays in a documentary for fucking up the case of EDP, he has been kind of at the brunt of the worst pressure because he deliberately let a pedophile into his Discord with children inside of it, deliberately to just try and snag and entrap this pedophile. And you can't do that. Even Alex Rosen, when he fucked up with EDP the first time, he still didn't use an actual child, right? The decoy was not actually underaged. So anyway, we're going to listen to JiDion and try to explain
some claims
himself.
that have been going on for a while, and I also want to address some claims that were made specifically from Kayla in the new Mike Klum documentary about EDP, and I want to give context and clear up things, but in no way do I want any hate to be sent towards Kayla. Even though there are lies being said about me, I wish nothing but the best for her.
Oh yeah, Tony is going to have a field day with this.
And I asked that.
See, he is a white supremacist KKK member.
None of you guys sent any hate to her whatsoever at all. So without any further ado, let's get it.
Also earlier, somebody asked, Mikey, did you see the Spirit RV content? I plan on covering that later.
Into it.
See, what's funny about me covering Wacky Server shenanigans, the characters from the Wacky channel, the Wacky Server, is that I could just possibly ask them on. Like, I could possibly have Spirit on my stream and then ask him about, Spirit, what the fuck were you doing here? What was going through your mind, Spirit, when you were doing that shit on the RV? Can you explain yourself, Spirit?
I feel like I was a victim of EDP. but mainly a victim of JiDion. They collectively never once told me to go straight to law enforcement. I feel like I am a victim of JiDion because he encouraged me to keep talking to a pedophile. They also instructed me to keep messaging EDP, which was incredibly draining. Yes, JiDion was encouraging me to continue messaging him. I wasn't allowed to report anything to the cops until the day of the sting. I just think that he should have told me to block EDP, but he didn't. JiDion on a phone call even told me not to report anything to the police because
Is this girl a loopy? Yes, but here's the thing. She's open about being an opportunist. She said, yes, I am an opportunist, but so are these other guys too. And that immediately kind of made her morally superior than all these other dudes because they act like they aren't in the game for money and clout. When they are, right? That's what they're doing. Now, they're doing it in a productive way. If you're going to get money and clout off something, putting pedophiles on blast and getting them arrested, or at least occasionally getting them arrested, is better than the shit you see a lot of these IP2 streamers doing.
Private case was being built up behind the scenes. JiDion is a very selfish, greedy, and a scam artist type of person. Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't
think... Very open. She's very, yes, I am here. I want the clout. I do want views. I am an opportunist. The fact that she's so honest about it, it gives me... It's like when I was talking about, we were covering some mint salad shit, and mint salad, rather than blame her condition or that she's autistic or kind of dumb on being manipulated by Riley and being abused, she tried to actually take a lot of accountability and say, well, you know, I should have known better. When really, she's one of the few people, one of the few times when a woman could say, well, look, I'm just like, I couldn't have known. I was taken advantage out of. And yeah, she was. Mint Salad was taken advantage of by Riley, who made use of the fact that she's dumb and gullible and easily manipulated and autistic. And that gave me, I don't know, I gave Mint Salad a little bit more credit because she did try to take accountability rather than take the easy out that she easily could have taken.
think there's anything wrong with that.
So the claims are that I facilitated a predator to come inside of my Discord channel, which allowed Kayla to be groomed. The other claims are
yeah, you did.
That
you actually did do that.
Forced and
why do you have this big mural of yourself in the background? Why do you have this big fucking painting of your own face in the background? If this was some shit, here's the thing, right? When people do stuff like this, I always think about if a lol-cow did something like this, that person would get made fun of until the end of time. If Low Tier Guide had a giant painting of himself and he just kept it in the background to occasionally look back at it or let other people look at it, you know, stuff like that, people would just say, oh, look, Low Tier God is the ultimate fucking narcissist. He always has to have a photo of himself. Even if he got it from a fan, even if a fan commissioned it and gave it to him, he would still catch shit for it. So would Phil, so would any of these dudes. But for some reason, somebody like JiDion, he can have a photo of his face, not a photo, but a painting of his face, giant, even bigger than him, somehow bigger than JiDion, in the background, and nobody says shit.
Pressured her and to keep on being in contact with EDP. And the third claim is that I forced and demanded that she not go to the police, even though that she was talking to EDP. So we're going to knock them all out, and I'm going to address everything. So first, let's address the claim that EDP met Kayla from my Discord channel. She was a minor at the time, but now she is 19 years old. So let's address that.
Kayla Hoskins is the victim being referenced in the sting operation, and she's not a decoy, like Skeeter said.
Oh, okay. Is this the reason? This is the reason why he's covering it. Other people were shitting on him, and he's like, oh, I gotta get out here and clear my name.
This one is for real. But how did she meet?
Hassan has hundreds of those. Of course he does.
EDP 445. Well, she was a huge fan of JiDion, and she was in his Discord server. EDP, after being invited by JiDion to his public server full of children, noticed her profile, found her Instagram connected to it, and messaged her.
Now, the reason why people believe that EDP met her through my Discord is because...
Why did JiDion have a Discord full of children to begin with, though?
Because I was under the impression that's how it happened.
Yo, hold up. Is that food? Is that fast food right there? Yo. He just has a bunch of, that looks like Chinese. He just has a bunch of food plates in the background.
And I'm the one who put out the statement that EDP found her through my Discord.
Also, why is your shit just laying there? Like, I just noticed this. Look at this. Oh, no, you can't see it because of the chat. But look, he has his My Hero Academia. His Deku shit is just laying on the back. He's got a Funko Pop there that's just laying on the ground. It should be up. Like, what the fuck? Oh, look, that's Aang. That's Aang, and he just has this Aang figure, this Aang statue, and it's just laying down, face down. Why don't you stand your shit up? Is this how your shit always looks? You just have stuff just rearranged in random places. Got a giant painting of yourself in the background. You got some Chinese takeout on the counter.
When EDP joined my Discord, when he was about to do the interview with us, he didn't join, but he found a girl in my Discord, right? And in her Discord, she has her Instagram. So EDP, being the Rizzler that he is, he slides into her DMs and he initiates contact with her. The reason why I gladly took the blame for EDP meeting her through my Discord, because at the time, I truly believe that's how he found her, and I wanted to take accountability for my role in this occurrence. But as it turns out, Kayla herself in the documentary stated that she had already been messaging EDP before I had even ever added him in my own Discord.
My name is Kayla Hoskins, and
when is Mikey opening up a Discord? Well, technically I already have a Discord. I have a Discord for when I need to talk to somebody, right? Somebody wants to have a one-on-one Discord call with me. That's what I have my Discord for. If you mean a Discord server, a Discord community, probably never.
in June 2023, I received an Instagram DM from EDP445, otherwise known as Bryant. I first replied to EDP because I always reply to anyone who messages me, and I didn't know who he was, but I freaked out because he told me he was, and sooner rather than later he started sending very flirtatious messages. A while later, JiDion added EDP into his Discord filled with kids for a Q&A, and then...
Why is he showing us clips from the documentary? We've already seen this, bro. We know what you're referencing. You could just reference the documentary. You don't gotta put clips of it in here.
When I told people like in the server that EDP texted me,
is she still a minor? No, I think she's 18 now.
JiDion quickly knew about it.
18 or 19? Probably 18.
Because his manager told him.
So EDP was added into my Discord server to do an interview on June 21st. And he was banned that same exact day because he never came up to actually do the interview because he wanted to get paid last minute. And even though I had 70,000 people in my live stream, I'm not going to pay a pedophile to interview him. Either he wants to interview or he doesn't. So I was not.
I wondered, did Mike Klum pay EDP? Did he? I mean, he probably did. There's no way that EDP just did the documentary for free. It was probably a lump sum. Obviously, he didn't get rich off it because we see how he's living. We see the amount of debt he has. There's no way he did it for free.
About to pay that man.
All right, my nigga. So here's the deal. We ain't doing no goddamn interviewing.
Yes, if he gets arrested, it's worth it. This is another thing, right? It's like JiDion, he didn't see the vision. See, he's so worried about his reputation, which is ironic because he's already having his reputation attacked anyway, even though he was worried about all that shit. If he managed to successfully get EDP to incriminate himself, it would have all been worth it in the end.
So I'm fucking compensated, my nigga.
Sure, nigga, I'll give you $200 in order to get you to say some shit on live stream that's gonna get you put in prison. I'll 100% do that.
Nigga, you feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, I deserve to be compensated for my motherfucking time.
Why the fuck would you invite him to a Discord server instead of just setting up a DM between everyone you need in the interview? Fucking retard.
Time for my efforts, you feel me?
And also, here's the message log of all the things that he said in my Discord. And I know it's a lot of stuff, but yeah, so
can you show it?
That's all he said in my Discord, and he was promptly banned.
Bro, fucking drop the DMs between you and EDP.
That same exact day. Now, on June 23rd, that is the day that Kayla at least went public in my Discord server telling people in the Discord that EDP was talking to her. She was saying, hey, is this the real EDP account? Because if it is, he just messaged me. Now, I know you guys are saying, JiDion, that says deleted user. How do you know that that's her? Well, we did a lot of digging through the Discord server, and this is some evidence to show that it's her because we have old screenshots and everything. But to fully show you that this deleted user is her, she actually posted a photo of her ID photo on the Discord server saying,
what the fuck? Is this bitch stupid? Help me, I cannot live with this. What are you doing? Why are you doxing yourself on Discord?
how much she hated.
This is why you don't have a Discord filled with minors, because they do stupid shit like this. They don't understand what OPSEC is. They'll just show you photos of themselves, their government names, their driver's license.
Her photo. So yeah, this is for sure her. Keep in mind, she's the only one who alleges that EDP hit her up from my Discord server. Nobody else has ever came out saying that EDP hit them up from my Discord server. So out of the 130,000 people, she was the only one. And she goes public with it 2 days later after we did the interview with EDP. And she's telling the Discord that EDP's talking with her. So one of the members in my Discord said, send a screenshot. And for some reason, Kayla says, I'll send one real zoomed in for you. And she zooms it in only on the sup that he said. And to show that this really is him, when she showed us the messages.
How old is JiDion? JiDion age 25? Are you for real? There's no way. There's no way. This nigga is 25. 25? Bro is already onk maxing. He's not even in his late 20s yet.
As you guys can see, EDP said sup. Now, I am going to be real. I do not 100% know if anything was said before that sup. I am going to go off of her word. She says that EDP hit her up first. But I do find it a little weird that she zoomed in on that sup when someone asked for a screenshot.
Is it, like, what's so weird about that? She's just showing you evidence that she is talking to EDP.
Now, when she first went public in my Discord server about...
Oh, you wanted her to show her name too?
Talking to EDP, random members in my server were telling her to block him, telling her to get away, report him, and just telling her to just stop being in contact with him because...
Did you say that? I mean, you say people in your server. Did you say that, though? See, it's not about what other people in your server said. It's about what you specifically said and the actions that you specifically took. What did you say to her?
He's a predator. And every time somebody would tell her something about stop communicating with him, she never replied to those comments. She also made these posts in the Discord asking users if she should troll him. And then she also puts in there, should I be a decoy? Should I do a catch a predator?
Let's see. With stuff, she has surgery, kidney pain. It's painful though. Drink your water. Well, I'm also on fluid restriction. Kind of upset you put that pic in vanish mode. I need jerk off material element. What a fucking... This dude is so retarded. I need jerk off material LMFAO.
Nobody replied to that message.
FBI would love that.
Now, keep in mind, all these messages that she had posted in my Discord were nearly 2 weeks before I even knew about the situation.
When I told people like in the server that EDP texted me, JiDion quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
And also, I have no idea how long they were talking previous to when she put these messages in my Discord server. I just can't confirm that. Now, fast forward on June 28th, so this is 5 days after she first went public in my Discord server saying that she was talking to EDP. She was telling users in my public VC of a Discord of 130,000 people that she was talking to EDP. And this is what the users in that VC told her when she was telling them that she was talking to a predator and that she's underage.
In the text messages, do you state your age?
Yes.
Okay,
like
good.
clearly and multiple times?
Yeah.
Okay, again, we're not worried about what other people were saying or doing to her or with her. We're worried about what you were doing. I don't give a fuck about what random niggas in your Discord said to Kayla. What did you say to the teenager, JiDion? How are you enabling or trying to not enable the situation?
Yeah.
And he like, yeah, I mean, that's straight up
It's
wild.
insane.
You can just send this
He
shit to
keeps
the FBI
asking
tip
me-
line if you want.
And again, after all of these people told her that she should stop talking with him, and
After these other, they probably also teenagers, right? Also teenagers trying to tell this other teenager. We're not worried about what the minors are doing, JiDion. We're worried about what you're doing.
go to law enforcement, she just never responded to them.
I mean, what are you gonna do from here? You're gonna like call the police? I guess.
Yeah, but I guess I'm trying to get more evidence though, and then I need to get like, I don't know.
Now, fast forward to when I found out about this whole situation. When I first got on the call with her, I let her know I didn't feel comfortable with her talking with a predator, with her being underage.
Okay, so you didn't say no. I didn't feel comfortable. You didn't say no though. I might save that. I might save that one. You didn't tell her, hey, no, stop immediately. That's not what you said. You just said, I'm not comfortable. Kayla, I'm not comfortable with you talking to EDP. But
So
maybe he didn't add the but the but is suggested.
I came up with some clever ideas to where we could switch off and I could take over communication and she wouldn't have to. Here's one of those examples that I gave her. Maybe we could say something like, hey, my parents switched providers and I couldn't get my number, so this is my new one. And then it'd be a number that we could text through. And granted, in that call, she did agree that that was a good idea, but she never gave over the communication to me nor Skeeter. Now, I really don't know why she never really wanted to give us over either the information for us to continue talking to him or even just saying that her number was messed up so we could talk to him on a different number. But when going through her messages in my Discord, I did find this thread of her and I'm gonna just let you guys hear it. So someone in my Discord rudely tells her that you taking credit for clout chasing a predator. She replies and said, no, I meant like I'm not gonna go to trial after trial to not get credited. He's literally going to jail because of me. I'm saving these streets. Stop. Also, she responded to somebody who...
Isn't that your attitude though? It's like, what's she saying here, right? No, bruh, I mean, I'm not gonna go to trial after trial to not get credited. He's literally going to jail because of me. I'm saving these streets. Isn't that the attitude that a lot of you guys took that is the reason why EDP didn't get locked up either? She's basically doing what you guys were doing.
Of me. I'm saving these streets. Stop.
She had a better excuse because she's a retarded teenager. She thinks she's in it. She's glory hunting. She's looking for a pedo scalp. She was dumb, but they're supposed to be dumb. Eternally Blue, thank you for the rage quit. I was shocked to hear that JiDion was my age after I saw what the Norwood Reaper did to him. And I thought my hairline was pretty bad. Thank you for the 500 kicks. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Also, she responded to some...
Look, bro, you can see the damage even over the screenshot.
Somebody who rudely told her that all she wanted was clout, and she said, if another YouTuber is gonna make clout off of my situation, so am I. TF, that's wrong to take full credit off of something. You're just too young to realize it. And I know it's deleted user on deleted user, so I'm gonna show you guys that at least this one is specifically her. Somebody that lives in a different time zone as her, but as you guys can see.
Wait, hold up. I think that's just like, did he just freeze the frame? He just froze the frame in the background and then he put these images over it. And it's funny because you can see the Norwood. The hairline is so peeled back that you can see the whole chrome dome over the He should have put it a little bit higher. Honestly, he should have put it over his head. He could have had his entire head covered with it. I don't know why he decided to put it here specifically.
It's still
his editor set him up.
8 on the same day. They said, Kayla Hoskins, today at 8:08 p.m. If another YouTuber is going to make clout off of my situation, so am I, TF. So that's just to show that this was 100% her saying this. And the crazy thing is this isn't about a clout situation because it's really a tragic one. This man was talking to who he knew to be a 15-year-old girl, and he continued having sexual conversation, which is absolutely horrible, and EDP should be thrown under the jail cell. And in my first call with her, after I checked up on her to make sure that she was okay, I even let her know that I wanted her to be a ghost in this entire situation. And don't worry about your privacy and everything, Kayla. You're gonna be a ghost in all of this. The only people that I wanted to know that she was personally involved in this and that she had been talking to him is her parents, which I also told them. Sure, you're aware of, like, you know, everything that's happening.
Yes, my daughter always communicates.
Wait, whoa. I wasn't expecting to hear that sort of accent.
Thing that's happening.
Yes, my daughter always communicates to me. She is, I think she considers me her best friend.
Oh, that's awesome. And B.
Yes.
Law enforcement.
Yeah, honestly, here's what JiDion could have done. Honestly, he probably could have just bought. He could have just bought her phone. He could have just went to her mom. Hey, I'm trying to do this pedo sting. There's this pedophile who's talking to your... First off, the mom knew. The mom knew what her daughter was doing. So the mom is also retarded and also part of the problem. So it's not just basically every adult that Kayla was like close to and was aware of what was happening, they all failed her. And her IQ also failed her. But again, she's a retarded teenager. What JiDion really could have done, he could have just bought her phone. Could have just went to her mom. Hey, this pedophile is talking to your daughter. Can your daughter just like give me her phone? Give me her phone so I can pretend to be her while talking to this guy. And I'll just like pay for a new service provider or a new phone number for her.
I didn't want anybody else.
He had the money. He could do that. He could have did that shit easy.
Nor the world to know that this minor was talking to EDP. That's why me and Skeeter wanted to take over communication. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we should I'll be like, yo.
I still can't believe this nigga's name is Skeeter.
Did you give us your information?
Skeeter Gene. Skeet on my gene. That's what this guy's name is. That's what's on his birth certificate.
We'll give it right back to you. You can change it. We just don't feel comfortable with conducting the investigation with an actual 15-year-old talking to him.
That bro could never ever spill mayo on his pants ever because he knew exactly what he was gonna get next.
Basically, or if she can get him to text her, and we can set up like a text now account.
And just set up a new one, yeah. And even though I wasn't doing preg catching back then, I even knew that cases like this could take a while. So we had actually made a pact that we weren't going to go public with anything about the EDP case until EDP was arrested. Now I know what you guys are thinking. JiDion, literally in a cupcake costume confronting EDP, and you posted that on your Instagram. So how could you not want anybody to know about it? Only reason why I posted that is because on August 27th, Kayla had texted me saying that the detectives...
Hey, I don't know if you're going to see this, but I'm pretty sure you can post the EDP thing as long as you don't show the address of the dialysis center or say, you know, where he lives. Why you say that? Because cops don't want you to show his address or like say that you know where he lives so that they can catch him there and he won't run off. But everything else is fine, apparently. Have you talked to the detectives?
Told her that it was okay for her to post a video to talk about the situation, which looking back on now, I know is pretty weird. And
you just took her word immediately. You immediately took this dumbass 15-year-old's words for what she was saying. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, if you say so, Kayla. I haven't talked to the cops myself. I don't know if that's true or not, but
personally highly doubt that a detective would tell a minor to come out and make a YouTube video about...
Yeah, JiDion is stupid. JiDion is dumb. I'll say this about JiDion. He's not malicious. This is the thing about a lot of these pedo catcher guys. Some of them really are just malicious actors who are just in this for money and clout and all this stuff. No, with JiDion, obviously he wants money and clout too. It's mostly just that he's dumb. It's mostly just that he's stupid.
A situation with a predator. But nonetheless, Kayla went public first about this entire situation, not only going public with it, but also dropping the chat logs as well.
Hello, my name is Kayla and I am unfortunately EDP's victim. I'm 16, I'm turning 17, and EDP first started talking to me when I was...
As a matter of fact, maybe we'll watch that video. I'm EDP 445.
I was 15. He messaged me first, and I told him my age, and he didn't block me.
So that is the only reason why me and Skeeter went public with it afterwards, because everybody already knew that we were involved in the situation. So we let them know, hey, this is what happened. But the plan from the beginning was to make sure that this all goes through and that EDP was arrested. Then we were going to post about it. And to prove that to you guys, here's an IG live that I did the day that we caught EDP that someone screen recorded, where we didn't let anybody know who we caught. All we said was that we caught somebody big.
Y'all know what we do. We would tell you guys who we just caught, but legally we can't. But
wait.
That someone screen recorded where we didn't let anybody know. Then we were going to post about it. And to prove that to you guys, here's an IG live that I did the day that we caught EDP that someone screen recorded, where we didn't let anybody know who we caught.
So you didn't let anybody know who you caught, but you decided that you were going to go live with the investigation anyway because Kayla already revealed that you guys were involved in a situation? Why be vague about it? Why vague post about the pedophile that you guys were trying to catch, the sting you were doing, if everybody already knew who it was based on the video that Kayla put out?
Said was that we caught somebody big.
Am I fucking up the timeline here? Or?
Y'all know what we do. We would tell you guys who we just caught, but legally we can't. But it's big. It's big. The person that we're talking about, he talked to a real underage person, but we can't say who he is. But you guys will find out very, very, very soon.
Maybe in a couple years.
Possibly a couple years. Like that's how bad.
Yeah, they keep using the word caught. But JiDion, he keeps using the word caught. You didn't catch him. He did not get arrested. Nothing happened to him.
But again, I want it to be known that I don't want any hate to be sent towards Kayla at all. She is a young woman. And
I mean, she's 18 now, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Genuinely, I would want her to move past this, man. You know, that's why I didn't want her name to be out there or her name to be associated with this, because, bro, nobody wants to be known as the person who got groomed by EDP.
She did. She actually did want to be known as that.
About a year ago, she dropped a video titled "What JiDion Did Will Shock You." And
she didn't even get 10,000 views. What a shame.
And this is what she had to say.
When I realized something was wrong, I spoke to a moderator in JiDion's Discord server.
Oh, she paid a good editor for this video too, and it still didn't get any traction.
Who happened to be someone I was kind of besties with at the time. But for her own privacy and safety, I won't say her name.
No, this is proof, right? This is another thing why you really shouldn't worry about editing that much. I mean, obviously you worry about editing, but you shouldn't go all in on paying a big editor for your videos and all that other stuff if your content doesn't have the substance that's worthy for it. Good editing is not going to make your video popular unless it's a TikTok editor or some shit like that. You got to actually have a good script. You have to actually have good content that people want to see.
I explained this.
If you got good content, people will fucking come, even if your editing is shit, even if you have barely no editing at all.
Situation, and soon everyone in the voice call started asking questions. Someone told Insight about what happened, and he ended up joining the voice call as well, and asked me if I wanted to be bait.
So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. When she made this video, it was already 2 years removed from the whole situation. So maybe she forgot how that conversation really went. But do you guys remember that VC call that I had showed you guys earlier where it was a bunch of people? That's the VC call that she's alluding to. And in that VC call, it was actually Kayla's idea to where she wanted to be the bait. And the people in the VC were coming up with ideas to get EDP to come out in person. And then...
Oh, hey, he took the food away. This is a new shot. He had to... Oh, I never noticed. I didn't notice until just now. The plate is gone. Also, he put Deku back up. He left Avatar Aang, though. Aang is still on the ground.
Kayla...
Somebody said Saitama. I really do think that that's Aang, right? Because look, he's sitting on a ball. He's doing the thing that Aang likes to do.
Decided to give herself up as tribute. I'll play the clip.
Do like the first meeting and then they not approach him.
Right.
In public.
Like in public,
and then get his confidence, and then like lure, and then like get him and trap.
Lure him to a hotel.
Right.
Yeah.
Real.
So that would be like.
You still have to get a little.
Hey, listen, listen. Inside.
To be honest, I don't mind doing it, and I don't think my parents would mind.
And I don't think my parents would mind. See, I don't even give a fuck about JiDion's part. I mean, I do give a fuck about JiDion's part in this, but I'm more concerned about his parent. What do you mean your parents wouldn't mind? What the fuck are her parents doing? Not enough people are talking about her dog shit parents who are just sitting around while their daughter is getting up to all of this foolishness. Like deliberately engaging with a pedophile, basically trying to chase clout. Again, teenager, she's stupid. Obviously, we blame the pedo always, but she is that is what she was doing. And her parents knew that's what she was doing.
And you will see here how not only the members in the VC.
You know, this is like David. I'm talking about the David who had the fucking 4 in his name. And he had his girlfriend. He was dating a Latina. The problem is this Latina was like, I say like, she was a minor. And I think she died, right? How old was she when she died? I can just look it up. I don't even know why I'm wondering about. Celeste, David, age gap. 6 to 7 years. David was 18 when their relationship began. Celeste was 13. Also, she got an abortion when she was 13. And her parents knew. Her parents knew about the abortion. Her parents knew that she was fucking 13 dating an 18-year-old, 14 dating a 19-year-old. Fucking, you know, they knew that she was in a relationship with a dude who was 7 years older than her when she was 13. And all this stuff, they were aware of it the whole time. And I guess she's also Latina, right? Kayla, she's also Latina. There's this unspoken thing. And it's a thing in black communities too, but especially it's a thing I've noticed in certain Latino communities where I don't want to say they're pro pedophilia. I definitely don't want to say that. I do want to say certain things. There was a thing back in the day, and this was a thing that was more common in America decades ago, is that you would have couples with big age gaps, and you would just have a fucking 21-year-old dude dating a 16, 15-year-old girl still in high school. And nobody gave a fuck about it. Maybe your parents knew. They didn't call the cops. They didn't get persecuted because of it, right? The people were a lot more chill about this illegal thing than they are today, right? Even Muhammad Ali, he was like 20 when he met his wife when she was fucking 16, and they started dating and shit like that. You know, and of course it got extreme. It got shit like Karl Malone, which is just to a degree that, oh, that was too much. No, bro, that was too much. What was the Karl Malone, actually? Karl Malone age gap. What was that? No, Karl Malone age gap. 20-year-old fathered a child with a 13. Oh, wow, that's actually worse than David. Karl Malone was actually worse than David was. It's like a year or two removed from when David got a 13-year-old girl pregnant. Wow. So yeah, this is more common. And that mentality still is, I guess, around to some degree. More so in the Latino community. I guess I can't really excuse the black community because everybody was kind of indifferent to what R. Kelly was openly doing for years. So, you know, yeah.
Call shut that down completely, but also the...
Oh, yeah, Elvis, too. What was the Elvis? Elvis Presley age gap. 10-year age gap. Elvis was 24. Priscilla was 4. That's the worst one. That's actually the worst one. That's actually the worst one. David, it was like 18, 19 with a 13-year-old. Karl Malone, it was like 20, 21 with a 13-year-old. Elvis Presley, 24 with a 14-year-old. It's the king of rock and roll, though. King of rock and roll. Hey, look, though. She moved to Memphis to live with him when she was 17. So still not an adult. But hey, bro, maybe he waited like 3 years or something.
Odd that she says offered her the role of being bait, also shut it down.
Pretty much everyone from Led Zeppelin. Bro, there are so many rock stars back from the good old day, like fucking 70s and 80s and shit, especially the 60s, who were like, they were in their early mid 20s and they would just go on tour and they were fucking girls who were in high school, even middle school. It was like they were bragging about. Sometimes they were bragging about it in their songs and they just got away with it, dude. It's like a whole different world 50, 60 years ago.
Inside,
it's not a better world, but a different world, you know.
Regardless of how
I don't know.
It would be real. That's really a risk. Like high key.
Do even not do that under any circumstances.
Okay, listen.
Because you're
you shouldn't.
And here's the thing, none of those cases we went over was as bad as Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile, the king of getting away with it, the king of BBC, Jimmy Savile.
Actually physically be there.
Yeah, you would be subjecting. Technically, they would be subjecting you to a pedophile.
So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she's just misremembering it because it was a long time removed. And I don't think she meant any ill will or maliciously lied like that. But yes, this is the evidence. I just want to put that out there to clear the air, especially for my former mod inside. And sadly, but also weirdly, this was not the only time that Kayla was trying to be an IRL decoy to meet EDP in person. Since she never gave us the logins nor let us do the plan that we had.
I think the internet made people reflect on ages. When everyone is pretty much in the same small town, you overlook the suspicious age gaps. True. I think that it's like it has gotten a bit too hysteria in a few circumstances, because I remember there was that one story about that guy. There are these other dudes who showed up to basically try and accuse him of being a pedophile and fuck him up because he went on a date with an 18-year-old when he was 21. And I'm like, okay, those are both adults though. Those are both adults. And that's like a 3 to 4 year age gap. Like those guys, they could have dated in high school, right? Like they could have actually gone to the same high school as each other and they're just dating now as adults. So it does get to a level where, okay, this is a little bit too much, guys.
Out of switching out the communication, I instead thought of the idea
a
of
42-year-old fucking, he just swoops in and grabs himself a fresh 18-year-old. Okay, that's very sus. That's some fucking, that's some camping type of strat. But a 21-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 22-year-old dating somebody who they may have gone to the same high school with. That's just like, that's too much.
Getting an adult decoy. So that way when EDP came to meet, we could have an adult decoy there. Now, I had asked her to send me some photos of her, and she sent me these photos right here. With these photos, we found an actress that looks fairly similar to her. So I just find it...
I don't know about that. I'm looking at them. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Right here. With these photos, we found an actress that looks...
No, I don't really think so. I actually don't think that she actually does look fairly similar to her. I feel like you have to... Not all Latinas, not all young Latinas look the same, buddy.
Fairly similar to her. So I just find it weird that...
People went crazy over that one dude who was 19 and the chick was 17. Yeah, that's goofy, dude. That's the... Instances like that are the reason why Romeo and Juliet laws actually exist.
She's saying that we were forcing her to keep on talking to EDP.
See, that's the actual... Romeo and Juliet laws exist literally for cases like that. Like somebody who's barely over the age of consent dating somebody who's barely under the age of consent. And they may have been dating when both of them were under the age of consent. That's what those laws are for.
When we're jumping through all these different hoops, I mean, if we can find an actress that looks just like her, then why wouldn't we just take over the communication? It just, to me personally, it doesn't make any sense. But again, she might just be misremembering things. So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Now, I had sent her a photo of the of age decoy that we would be using, and she sent me this really weird message. I'm gonna read that message for you real quick, and keep in mind, to my knowledge at least, this is the second time she's asked to meet EDP445 in person. Let me read you what she said. She said, "Quick question. I was wondering why you need a decoy to lure EDP, because, hear me out, if he sees it, he's gonna leave." Meaning if he sees the decoy, he's gonna leave. "And if it's actually me, I could get him to do devious things on camera that he won't be able to deny in court, you know? And since I'm really turning 16 on that day, wouldn't it make it more real? Like, I could get him to spill the beans because I feel like he'll try to trick the decoy." And I let her know cops aren't going to allow you anywhere near that. I really didn't even know how to respond to that. Now,
No, you say no. You say no, you dumb. You fucking retarded. No, we're not doing that. You were 15 going on 16. No, we're not going to use you as a decoy in a pedophile sting. You fucking stupid.
Sadly, I couldn't control.
Go study. Go do your homework, bitch.
Nor stop her from communicating with EDP445. And that was already worse enough that she was even.
Obviously, she's dumb and she really just wants to get in the game. She really wants to, like, get a taste of blood. She wanted to take EDP's scalp, probably for clout and glory related reasons. But it's like, look, dude, you don't need to, you shouldn't even be humoring this child like this. Obviously, you just tell her no straight up.
In communication / talking with him. But I was going to make sure one thing I could control is that she was never going to be anywhere near the vicinity.
Yes, this actually is a perfect example about why teenagers are so easy to take advantage of and why the age of consent laws exist in the first place. Look at how fucking dumb they are, dude.
Of EDP445. And this is why I'm giving her this strong benefit of the doubt.
Like pedophiles, when you hear a pedophile explain why they did what they did, and they'll be like, "No, look, you don't understand. I got seduced. She was fucking stringing me along. I didn't even want to. She's a lot more Machiavellian than you fucking think." Dude, teenage girls are fucking dumb. They're dumb as fuck. Like, you can easily get them to do whatever the fuck you want to, for real. If you could just, like, get them to believe something. You didn't get fooled. Well, you got fooled by a 14-year-old girl?
Bro, if I had to remember things 3 years ago, I would misremember too.
However, rather than treating the situation seriously, JiDion saw it as content.
No, it really...
Yeah, that's an easy solution to this would have been banning the 15-year-old. But, you know, in JiDion's defense, part of the reason why he probably wouldn't have been able to do something like that is that, one, he loses the connection to EDP altogether, and he probably didn't want that. And two, he already has seen enough from Kayla to know that she would have gone in her own thing, and she would have kept putting herself in a, like, further and further position to expose herself to this pedophile. And he probably didn't want that on his conscience either.
It does suck that Kayla sees it as all I saw was content. And truly, I mean, I didn't just see it as content. I saw it as a monster actually talking to a minor who's a fan of me. So I wanted to do everything in my power to get that man arrested. And I want her to stop being subjected to...
Yeah, okay, so exactly what I said. He wanted JiDion, he wanted to be there when EDP got arrested. He did want that to happen. He did want that smoke. But also, he didn't want her to just keep putting herself in a precarious predicament with a pedophile.
That monster, which is why I told her to block him.
I told JiDion every single time that EDP would send me dick pics, but he would never tell me to, like, block him or anything.
I want you to block him on your phone, right?
And I continued messaging him because it was very, like, encouraged for me to keep doing it. I didn't really want to, but I didn't want to disappoint anybody.
I mean, what are you gonna do from here? You're gonna, like, call the police, I guess?
And that is the entire reason why I want to seamlessly transition so that we could take over the communication, because we would do a way better job. And not only that, but a minor would not be talking to a predator anymore.
I mean, he did say block him on your phone.
And I don't want to put words in her mouth, so I'm going to let her speak for herself. But I think the reason why she didn't let us just take over and let her be a ghost is because of what she said right here.
Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're not harming anybody. And I don't think I was harming anybody. And especially when you're my age, if you're 16, people are going to think that you're young and dumb.
You are. You are young and dumb. Look, you are not. There are some 16-year-olds. There are some minors who actually are quite Machiavellian, and they are quite conniving, and they are beyond their years. You are not one of them, right? You are a stereotypical dumb teen.
So you kind of have to be an opportunist. You have to make your own opportunities. You cannot be waiting for them.
But what is happening? We are reacting to JiDion explaining, basically exposing Kayla here, right? She's 18, so he can expose her without having a bad conscience about it.
But this entire situation was not that at all.
Now, I do want to give an update. So, Kayla gave me...
Overall, the situation did not look good for JiDion, but I feel like he's done a somewhat decent-ish job of showing that he wasn't deliberately using this 15 going on 16-year-old as a decoy. He wasn't doing that.
Case numbers and...
Now, I think that he did take advantage of the fact that she was dumb and that she was willing to do this. She was volunteering to do this on her own. He could have easily ended this at any point by just telling her, no, flat out, I'm not going to use that. This isn't going to go anywhere. And then just like banning her from his Discord. Just banning all teenagers. Ban all minors from your Discord.
Detective number.
We went over this when we covered that one stream on harmful opinions and skitty bitty. Just get rid of the minors on your Discord. It's like there's nothing to be gained by keeping them around.
Numbers to call. I called the detective number.
If a minor or two manages to sneak through the cracks, oh well, you just gotta wait until they expose themselves or somebody sniffs them out and then delete them on site, block them on site then.
And it was disconnected, and took me like till 3 years later to finally find out what police station she went to and everything. And she really doesn't have all the updates and everything, but luckily, since I deal with police so much, I kind of figured it out and figured out where to look. And I can confirm that there is a case number associated with the account, meaning that there
phrasing. What did I say? What did I say?
Wasn't a report made. And also, not only was there a report made, but I confirmed with the police station.
It's a good thing I'm not a more popular streamer, because goddamn, bro, I be getting clipped out of context every stream. I can't even help it. I don't even do it intentionally. Sometimes I'll do it intentionally. Other times I'll just say crazy shit and I don't even mean it.
This case is currently with the FBI.
Oh, wait for minors to expose themselves? I probably shouldn't have repeated. I probably shouldn't have repeated that. Okay, so yeah, it's a good thing. Don't worry, I'm not popular enough for somebody to clip that out of context.
Now, granted, even though it's with the FBI, I don't know if they're still actively investigating it, and I don't know if they'll do anything with all of this, me personally. So while we can all hope and pray that this situation wasn't for nothing, because I mean, at the end of the day, she was still groomed, she is still a victim, and EDP needs to be arrested. I don't know if the FBI is going to do anything with the information. Hopefully, with the popularity of the documentary, plus his admission, hopefully something happens. We'll just have to wait and see. And even in my first conversation with her,
I'm always confused by cases like this, because I'm like, surely somebody would at least try. You could at least try, right? Man, every frame is a painting. Better painting than that one he's got in the background back there.
I let her know that for this one, we're going to have to get law enforcement involved because we want this to be done away with. We want him to actually be gone. I'm not going to lie, for this one, I feel like we do need to try to get some law enforcement to like...
Just started a Mikey Clips channel. Hey, bro. Nice. Make sure you monetize that bitch.
So this could like be the
make as much money off of me as possible. Everybody, make as much money off of me as possible if you can.
I told her to go to law enforcement. My Discord and my mod told her to go to law enforcement, And the people just in my Discord, when she first told everybody that EDP was talking to her, they also told her to go to law enforcement and report this. But
oh, you were joking? Okay. Well, hey, you can still do it if you wanted to.
I can say it is reported, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but I think I would...
The painting looks like he's being dunked in a toilet. I feel like that painting is a manifestation of his inner psyche, right? It's not even there. There's not even really a painting in his room. It's just manifest behind him. It's not even real. It's just something that's made up out of his brain matter.
Is mainly a victim. This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of JiDion, in a way. I feel like for a long time I was his like little puppet.
Wait, hold up. What the fuck was that?
In a way, I feel like for a long time I was his like little puppet.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the documentary actually hurt my feelings the most because, you know, she's pretty much saying that I victimized her more than...
You know, good on JiDion for being brave enough to film at this angle, right? Like, he's got the camera up at a certain angle. You can look down at him. You can just see the whole... You can see the fields just withering up on his dome right there, bro. He's not even ashamed.
An actual pedophile. I'm not here to fight what she said. You know, if she truly feels like that, then that's how she feels. I know what I did, though. I know I tried to take over communication. I know I told her to go to the police. I know my Discord told her to go to police. And I know we didn't want her to keep on talking to him. Also, she's been threatening to sue me a lot lately. Like in her video that she made about me recently, she threatened that I would be inside of a lawsuit.
I mean, at this point, what does JiDion even pay you for? Especially you inside. I can't wait to see you all inside a lawsuit next.
Ah, bitch. Man, you need to get up out of here. I'm sorry. It's a shame. I know that it's probably upsets her that she peaked at almost being groomed by a pedophile. That probably does hurt her inside a little bit. You're just gonna have to get over it. You are not fucking winning a lawsuit against JiDion.
And somebody in her comment section said, hey, why are you going to sue JiDion but not EDP? And she replied with, EDP doesn't have any money. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know.
She's too honest for her own good. I'm sure that her future lawyer is going to love that.
What else to say about that, man? You know, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. She also made the claim that she photoshopped the photo of...
What would you even sue him for? What would you even sue him for? What damages have occurred in your life? What harm did JiDion do to you?
Her on somebody and...
I guess he let you in his Discord, right? That was a mistake. He probably should have banned you. He should have banned all the minors in his Discord. That was JiDion's mistake. But I'm not sure if you can sue him for that.
EDP a nude when I specifically told her to never send him anything explicit.
No, I did not send EDP any pictures of me that were nude. What did happen when he asked me for them was that JiDion got like a lookalike of me, and I kind of photoshopped her face into Google pictures.
And a year before she did the documentary, so this is her first video coming out about her being the victim of EDP, she states in there that she did send him a nude, but it wasn't her, and that she just got it off of Google because she's quote unquote...
Wait, hold up. Is this nigga not wearing pants? Bro, is bro not wearing pants, or is he just...
quote, big-brained?
And he even asked for nudes, which the nudes that I sent him weren't mine. They were from Google because, you know, it's big brains, you know?
And the reason why this is making me so frustrated is because I told her multiple times to never say...
Somebody said something about the mic cord. Why is it like this? What the fuck? Why is your mic cord all the way... Is that where his PC is? Like his tower? Oh, maybe this is what it is. This is his tower right here, and he's connected to that? I don't know, bro. Surely you got the money to make this a little bit more elegant to where you don't have to fucking hit your arm on his cord every time.
Or send anything explicit to him if she was going to continue talking to him. Luckily, I was on the phone with her the other day and I recorded the conversation and I got her acknowledging that fact. I'm going to roll the clip.
Did you take the picture of yourself or did you go on Google?
No. I did not send anything to anyone.
So you never sent him anything
Absolutely
sexual?
not. I think I will say this. You even told me not to do that because
Okay. All right. Well, case closed then. Case closed.
idea was for him to like,
So
he kept asking, you know. So we were trying to figure out something.
I told you to never send him anything sexual, correct?
Yes.
And so we went back in the archives of my Discord to see things that she sent to show people that, you know, she was talking to EDP. And before we were even aware of the situation, I saw this one screenshot where on her Instagram, she sent him a photo, and obviously it was in disappear mode, so you can't tell what she sent to him, but you could tell by his reply that it was something. And I mean, oh my gosh, man, the fact that she could have potentially been sending that stuff to him before we got involved is very, very, very disturbing. It's disturbing if she sent anything to him regardless.
Phil does have a better setup than this. DSP does have a better setup than this, right?
So Kayla just dropped.
We saw the quartering setup. I'll say this. The quartering had a way better setup. Has a way better setup than JiDion. Man, these glasses are kind of crazy.
The new video, and I just want to give her a huge shout out because she again admits that.
I swear, is this really JiDion? I feel like I met this nigga the other day at Best Buy.
I told her not to send anything explicit to EDP.
As for the nudes, so this is the part in the documentary that kind of weirded me out because it was.
Okay, so I understand now why I was confused about her being Latina. It's because her face is caked the fuck up with makeup, bro. Like, she looks like a ghost.
I believe it was cut out. I recall saying,
it's like she's trying to do the goth baddie sort of thing where you just make yourself a fucking mime, basically. But she doesn't want to go all the way with it.
That the idea of having my face like on a decoy's body, I recall saying that idea was brought up, but it was never fully like gone through with. But they cut that part out, maybe for
also the bang situation is crazy.
Shock factor. I did say that though, and so I don't know why they.
It's like she couldn't decide whether she wanted to have bangs or whether she wanted to mop it back. Or, I don't know, it's like she has dead roots on her forehead.
That was kind of weird. But that's that. I mean, I never sent him anything.
And he even asked for nudes, which the nudes that I sent him weren't mine. They were from Google because, you know, it's big brains, you know?
She also made some other claims as well. She kept on saying that I'm in, like, the Illuminati.
As for the Illuminati, that is not something I want to talk about right now. I will talk about it in code, but this is...
I remember that, actually. Mike Klum said this. He put a list of all the things. He said that Kayla made... all the things she said about JiDion and Skeeter, and she said that they were part of the Illuminati and shit.
It's the first and last time I probably will ever talk about it because simply, I don't want to die. I do kind of fear for my life.
So first, to address the Illuminati claim, first, I don't think the Illuminati is going to be adding in a YouTuber that goes out and arrests child predators. And then second...
Yes, they would. That sounds like the perfect cover for the Illuminati.
I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. And then third... To my knowledge, the Illuminati is a whole group of Satanists, right? And what's funny about that is...
Is it? Is that really what the Illuminati is? That's not what I hear. Maybe he's talking about the Black Illuminati. There's this thing about, when I was growing up, right, a lot of, you know, Black people would believe, this is something very, very common discussion at my high school among, you know, niggas. They would say shit like, the Illuminati runs all the record labels. Jay-Z is part of the Illuminati. The Illuminati, they're sacrificing celebrities so that other celebrities can get popular. And when I was young, I was always like, well, surely the Illuminati would be doing things more important than caring about fucking rappers on record labels. You know, they would be doing shit involving countries, geopolitical matters, you know, the world economy, stuff like that. They wouldn't really care about Jay-Z's new album. Oh my God, for it had to do double platinum. Somebody had to die. Somebody had to be sacrificed. Nipsey Hussle had to be sacrificed. That was the Illuminati. So maybe that's what he thinks.
I don't know if Kayla still is or not, but she used to be, or she might still be, a Satanist. She had it in her profile right there. So like, I don't understand why she keeps on saying I'm in.
What? in a different world now, thanks to Satan. She's a Satanist.
In the Illuminati, which she herself is an admitted Satanist. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this bitch is a lol cow. She's a lol cow, and it will probably be in her best interests to just stay off the internet. Just stay off the internet, Kayla. You actually didn't do good with the EDP shit, but you helped expose him a second time, so that way there would be no, I guess you helped incriminate him, because EDP admitted that he solicited some sexual material from you, and whether or not you actually did send sexual material to him or not, soliciting sexual material from a minor is a crime. So congratulations, you managed to stack up some charges, possible future charges against EDP. So that's the only good thing that you did. I would suggest just getting away from the internet, because now you're of age, now you're an adult, and the streets gonna get colder for you. We gave you a lot of outs back when you were a dumb minor. Now that you're an adult woman, you're liable to get fucked up in all sorts of ways if you keep up with the foolishness.
But no, it's Christ gang all day over here, man. But yeah, this is the end of the
Christ gang. Okay, so JiDion, I guess as far as like the charges of him inviting minors to his that is a thing, right? Like minors were all up in his Discord, which is always a bad idea. This video is a case study and why it's a bad idea to just have teenagers, have underage people in your Discord server. That's a bad idea. But it seems like JiDion is successfully, for the most part, washed his hands clean of him trying to use an underage, trying to use a child as a decoy or as a lure or as a way to entrap a pedophile. So you did good for that. Good on you, JiDion. Now, we're going to get to Nick Fuentes. And do I have this? I should. Okay, so we're not going to watch this first. Shout out Kino Blade. Shout out Kinocopter. Howling Kino Blade. It was Kino Blade Chronicles for a while. So we're not going to watch this first. We're going to watch something else of Nick Fuentes crying to his fans. See, Nick Fuentes has this very unique program. It's a program where you can pay Nick Fuentes $100, and then in exchange, you get to go to like a private chat where Nick Fuentes will bitch and whine like a little girl about just gay shit, about just the dumbest shit in the world. Nick Fuentes will just, you can give Nick Fuentes money to hear him complain about innocuous bullshit that doesn't matter. This is the brilliant political commentary you get access to when you give Nick Fuentes your hard-earned money. So we're going to, do I have it? I'm pretty sure I have it, right? Hold on. First, no, that's not it either. It should be. Where did I put it? The fuck, man, I'm so stupid. I'm so bad at this shit, dude.